If I wanted to create a quiz in Scratch, I can have the first event when green flag clicked, and then I could ask a question. So for example, what's 4 plus 3? And then I could set the answer using the selection statement, if something then, so something is equals to, and that's where I put the answer in. So if the answer is equal to 7, then I'm going to say correct, and if it's not 7, I'm going to say incorrect. So let me just test my code. What is 4 plus 3? I'm going to type in 7, correct. Test it again with something random, incorrect. Okay, so my code works, but I don't want to have to keep repeating myself if I'm going to ask lots of the same maths questions, and I might want to choose some random numbers to put in here. So we're going to need a couple of the operator blocks to do that. The first one we'll use is this pick random here, so we're going to need to pick random. And we're also going to need to use the join block, which at the moment has join apple and banana, but we can use that to kind of join the different words or different numbers together. So we're going to have this join here. So I'm going to start, so that we're going to look at this. What's, okay? And then in here, where I've got my first number there, where I've put the 4, I'm going to pick a random number. So I'm going to do what's, and it's going to pick a random number between 1 and 10. I need another join, okay? And now this top join is going to go into the first bit, so I'm joining two joins together. So what, pick a random number, and then it's going to be the add symbol. Okay, the add symbol. I need another join, and again the top join goes into here. So what, pick random number 1 to 10 plus, and then here I need another random number. Okay, you can see this is like an oval shape. This join, 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 what, pick random number 1 to 10, add, pick random number 1 to 10. I can put this into my question here, okay? So I can place that in there. So now when I press the green flag, so this time what's 3 plus 5, I'll do it again, 8 plus 10, do it again, 4 plus 10, 9 plus 8. So you see that each time it generates a random number. But at the moment I'm setting the answer to 7. So if it's asking me what 9 plus 8 is, and I typed in 17, it's going to tell me it's incorrect because this is still setting the answer to 7. So what I'm going to need to do is I'm going to need to create some variables to pick my random numbers to begin with. So I'm going to go down to variables, and I'm going to make a variable. And the convention for naming number variables would be to use x, y, and then z. So I'm just going to start with my first variable name is going to be x. And before I ask the question, I'm going to set, I'm going to change this to x, set that to a random number. Okay, so now you can see here I've got this ticked. I know it's a bit small, but let me make it bigger. Press the green flag, so it's just generated 4. The code hasn't updated here yet, I'm just testing out this bit here, right? It's 5 and 8. So, it's correctly picking the random number. But what I want to do, instead of you see this is replace the pick random number with banana. So I want to refer back to this variable that I've made here. So you'll see that we've got an oval shape here where now banana is. And I want to drag this oval x in there. Okay, like that. Let me test that out again so you can see. So now you can see that x is 2 and it's saying what is 2 plus 2. X is 4, what's 4 plus 3. X is 8, what's 8 plus 10. So it works. Okay, so I've got my first number here, my first variable. I'm going to make another variable now, this time called y, because that's the convention. You go x, y, then z. And again, I'm going to set this, I'm going to change it to y, and I'm going to drag this pick random there, and then this y oval from here I'm going to put into this place here. Okay, let's test that out now. So press the green flag, so we've got 10 and 6 are generated, yep, that's right, 6 and 7, yep, 4 and 5, 6 and 10. Okay, good. So this top bit is working here. Underneath, we've got if the answer is equal to 7 at the moment, then correct, and then say incorrect. But each time it's going to generate a different number. So each time there's going to be a different answer, a different correct answer, depending on what has been created up here. So I'm going to make a third one. This one I'm going to call addition. Okay. So then I'm going to set the addition to, which is going to be the sum of these. Actually, I might rename that one to sum because that might be a bit clearer. The sum of x and y is going to be this. If I go back to the operators, you'll see that at the top here we've got the add symbol, we've got the over one with the add. If I put that into this value here that was 0, I could do set sum to something plus something. I'm going to go back to variables, and that's what I'm going to write. That's what I'm going to put in the x. Oh, it's taken out my add operator there. So x plus y. Okay. Now, when I press the green flag, so my x is 3, y is 7, so the sum of those is 10. Okay. Let me press it again. 5 and 8 and 13. Yep. So it seems to be working each time. We're generating a random number, and we've got the answer there as well. This one displayed. So now, where it says if the answer is equal to 7, if I change that to the variable, and we're looking for this over 1 now that I renamed to sum, okay, then it will check each time, is that sum correct? If so, it's gonna tell us that it's correct. So let's test this out. So 2 and 5, what's 2 plus 5? So 7, I'm saying is the sum. If I write 7 in here, it's going to tell me that I'm correct. Okay, let me try that again. 4 plus 7 is 11. So you notice that each time I'm putting a correct answer in, and it's telling me that I'm correct. 6 plus 3 equals 9, correct. Let's test it out with some incorrect answers. So 9 plus 6, let me put 4 in, incorrect. 3 plus 4, let me write 12, incorrect. 5 plus 6, 10, incorrect. So my code is working, and it's correctly adding the two values together. I could also do something quite cool here. I could go back to control, and we've got this count controlled loop here, this repeat block here. And if I put all of this inside the repeat, let me just get rid of that one. It's going to ask me 10 questions this time. I'm just going to change it just to 3, and then just to show that the code is finished and it's finished running, just down the bottom here, I'm just going to put the say finished. Okay, just so we can see in our code when we are done. Okay, so 7 plus 5, 12, correct. 6 plus 7, 13, correct. Let me just test one with an incorrect answer now. 4 plus 2, I'm going to say 7, incorrect, finished. Okay, so you could change this, and that will generate as many as you want. So if I wanted to do 100 questions in here, it will generate 100 questions for me. Or if I just wanted 10, I could set it back to 10. I could also, because if I go to variables, at the moment the user can see these 3 variables that I've created. So if I untick them, it will mean that the user can't see what the variables are, so it won't be able to check the answer. So 8 plus 6, 14, correct. 9 plus 9, we put an incorrect answer in here. Yeah, that works. And 6 plus 2, 8, correct. Okay, so I'm going to stop it there just because I had told it to ask 10, but we can see that the code is working. I could also add in a score here. I could add in a point system. So I could make another variable called score. This time I do want the score to be shown. What I want is at the very, very beginning, I want to set my score to 0. I want to reset the score. But if they get a correct answer, I'm going to change my variable, I'm going to change it to score by 1. So I'm just going to, just for ease, I'm just going to change that back to 3. So here we are, we've got a score of 0, 6 plus 1 is 7, that's correct. You see now I've got 1 point, 4 plus 2 is 6, correct, and you'll see another point is added. Let me get an incorrect answer this time, incorrect. incorrect and my score doesn't increase, and I'm back with finished. So there's lots you can play around with here, and hopefully you can see by using a few variables and by using these blocks like the pick random and the joining and then assigning the sum and adding them all together, you can actually make the process of generating the quiz questions a lot more efficient and a lot easier for the user.